I've just spent 240 grand on solid fertilizer. Right, farmers, welcome back to Gnadenthal. Now we've got the big job. I don't say the big job. All right, let's face it, the field's that big now. We are going to have to bring out the big guns with the equipment that we're using. But what I did notice as I was going around that giant field is there's a lot of stones there. A hell of a lot of stones. I think that could be a little opportunity wasted if we left them. So I think that's what we're going to be doing first job today. I'll have a little bit of a tidy up around here. We'll get this so it's looking a little. Are you having a little sleep, Gertrude? Might be chilling. Alright, fair enough. We'll leave you to it. So we're going to chuck this in there. Now I do need to put some food into me goats. So we'll sell this one straight off. Let's just do it. Get rid of it. Job done. There we are. So what we're going to get for that? Well, nearly 8 grand. Not bad at all. Right, so I'm going to put some food into me goats. See how many bales have I got left? Oh, I still got 25. That's not bad. We'll chuck 4 in. That'll keep them going for now. So I do need to go and get myself a stone picker. Now, obviously, the field being as giant as it is, I have got my eye on one. It's going to make it a little bit easier. Right, fair enough. So let's get these chucked in like that. There we are. Actually, best check on the water as well, to be fair. Have a little look on the old animals. There's me goats. I've got no water, so we need to put some water in as well. Right, okay. So the actual stone picker I've got my eye on is going to be this one right here. So we are going to go for a little bit of a bigger working with, because it is a giant field, let's face it. And we're going to go for a big capacity, because I don't want to be going backwards and forwards to the shop every 5 minutes just to unload it. So I'm going to rent that 2,400. Are we going to get enough back from the stones at the sell point to make, well, basically 2.5 grand? Well, we're soon going to find out anyway. So I'm going to chuck these bales in and put some water into me goats, and then I'm going to get cracking with the stone picking. So, that's that field done. To be fair, we've got 41,500 litres of stones off of that field. That's ridiculous. I mean, we rented this for 2.5 grand. Oh, we are so going to make our money back on this. Right, so let's back it into there. There we are. Right, let's see how much we get. So 41,500 litres. 2.5 grand is what we're looking for. We got to get more than that. I mean, yes, definitely got more than that. How much more? 3 grand. I thought it's going to be more. I thought it's 700 per 1,000 litres. And we had... No, that's not right. There we are. Oh, 72. 72 per 1,000 litres. Right, so okay, so the decimal point was in the wrong place from what I've seen then. Well, at least we made our money back anyway. I mean, I suppose we could have put it in a facility that I don't have and made a bit more money, but alright, well, at least we got the stones off the field anyway. At least we made, what, about 500 in a bit of profit out of the stones, so that's not bad. Now, we need to move on to this thing here. Now, obviously, yeah, this is a great spreader, 14 metre, great, but the field is massive, so I'm going to get rid of that. Where is it? There we are. We're going to sell that. So we're going to get 23 grand back. Yes, thank you very much. And then I'm going to go and get... We'll go to fertilizer spreaders. I'm going to get one of these. Right, so we're going to have... so it's got 42 metre working width. We're going to get this field done. Oh, no problem. I'm going to go for a big capacity version because I don't know how much this is going to use. I mean, it's only going to cost me 20 grand. So we've made a bit of profit on selling the other one, which is all right. But to be fair, actually, we'll get rid of the old stone picker. We don't need that now. Obviously, don't be paying extra rent on that if I don't need to. So where is it? Not that one. There we are. So we'll return that. Yes. Right. We can now be getting on with a bit of fertilising and a lot quicker than I was expecting, which is all right indeed. Now, I do need to fill this up. So I'm going to just use this silo by the shop. This is going to cost me a fortune. 100,000 litres in fertiliser. Actually, can I buy it from this one? Now, I know I'll get me lime from it here. Let's have a little look. Yes, we can. Oh, look at that, right. So this is... Well, this is going to take a while to fill up, and the money's going down really quickly. I don't like the look of that, but alright. Let's get this field fertilised then. Right, so we've I've just spent 240 grand on solid fertiliser, and I haven't even filled this thing up. If this doesn't do the whole field, I'm pretty screwed. Oh, saying that, is there any jobs we could potentially... Oh, no, I've got a job there. I haven't completed on. Wow, when did I do that? Oh, I'm going to collect that, so that's an extra 25 grand. Wow, that's had that in the bag. No fertilizing jobs at the minute, so hopefully this is gonna do the field. Otherwise, oh well, we have got our facilities producing lettuce and popcorn, so we're not completely brassic, but we spent a lot on it fertilizer. Right, let's get cracking. So that's the field done. Now I was thinking, do you know what? Is that going to be enough fertilizer? I have 100% overpaid, overbought, oversupplied myself with fertilizer. I think I've got like 50,000 litres more. Well, definitely got 50,000 litres more than I needed, which is well, let's face it, money down the drain at this point. Spent like 240 grand on fertilizer that I didn't need to. I mean, I probably would have got away with 40 grand, but okay. Let's have a little look at the map anyway. So our big field shenanigans. So if we go for the old fertilizer, so we've got a couple of patches that are needing to be done again. So we've got field 37, 35, and then 32. They're going to be needed to be done again. I mean, it's not like we haven't got any fertilizer left over, though, is it? Oh, shocking. Shocking indeed. Now, it is a good job. We got to get it done. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just overestimate. I suppose it's better to have more than... What's the phrase? It's better to have and not need than to need and not have. That's the phrase we're going to go for on this one. So I'm going to go tell the missus I've spent 200 grand on fertilizer. I didn't need to. That's going to go down well.